Who do we blame when horrible things happen because of dating and social media apps? Imagine this. Your 12-year-old child doesn't have a lot of friends at school, doesn't do a lot of extracurricular activities, spends a lot of time online doing things like social media, playing games, and they decide they want to download an app to meet new people in the area. So they scroll through the app store and they find something like this. Okay, they download it. It's as simple. Swipe right, swipe left, approve or disapprove of the person, and eventually they come across somebody that looks interesting, that they think they'd like to meet. They start chatting in that app, and then they switch and move over to WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger or something. They're chatting back and forth until eventually they decide to meet up. That's a scary thought, isn't it? That's something that happens in real life and has been in the news as of late, especially in the UK, as a recent article reported that there were 30 instances of child abuse that happened from 2015 to now as a result of social media and dating apps. They've also found that kids have committed suicide because they learned things or saw images of self-harm on social media. The question is, who's to blame for this stuff? When news reporters bring this stuff up to heads of these companies, the answer is always the same. These dangerous things happen because people don't follow our terms and agreements. The sad thing about that is, it's kind of all they have to say. Unfortunately, that is the extent of the responsibility these software companies have right now. If you don't use the app according to the way it was designed to be used, it's your fault if something goes wrong and if something bad happens. So what happens when that kid is underage? It's simple. The terms and services say that they have to be 17 or older, and if they're 12, they broke the terms and services. It's not the company's fault. Is this enough? Is this good enough? I don't know. I don't know if we should put the blame solely on the developers of this software, because again, they're just gathering user-generated content, connecting people with other people, and how do you set that up? One thing is age restriction verification, so that you have to verify or prove that you are the age that you say you are. You know, a lot of apps now just have you enter the year you were born. Somebody who can do simple math can figure out the year they need to put in order to be old enough to use that certain app. Other kinds of age verification use things like credit cards to verify how old you are, but then that requires the company to store data on you, and now we're all concerned about privacy and data security, and so that's another issue that we have to deal with. Where do the answers lie? How do we protect our children from something horrible like predators and abuse and sexting and this kind of stuff, or bullying? How do we keep them from that kind of stuff happening to them without just saying to the companies, hey, you've got to protect our kids. You have to set something up to where they can't get on there. Some of it lies on us as parents. In fact, a lot of it does. There are tools available to make sure you see what apps your kids are downloading before they download it. There are tools available that require them to ask your permission to say, yes, you can download this app, or no, you cannot. So let's go back to our opening story. Your child decides they want to download an app to connect with strangers online, and you take a look at it because it pops up on your phone with a notification saying they're trying to download it, and you look and see what the app is. You read the terms and services a little bit, even just the bold headlines. You read the age restrictions and why it's rated the way it is, and then you say no, disapprove. That connection never happens with that stranger. They never go off and chat with them on some other app, and whatever horrible thing could have happened, use your imagination, don't happen. They aren't, because you took a simple step. So I'm not saying blame yourself. It's all your fault if this happens to your kid. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying we now live in an age where there are tools available to protect our children. These numbers, 30 doesn't sound like a high number, but when you consider the fact that 0 of these things would have happened if those kids' parents knew what their kids were doing online, then yeah, 30 is entirely too high. My advice is use the tools. Use Android Family Link. Use Apple's Screen Time that's built into iOS now. Use these tools to see what your kids are wanting to download, approve or disapprove of them based on their age restriction, based on you knowing your kid, and based on you knowing what to do to keep them safe. Keep your eyes on things like the Family Tech Blog and like news articles and dangerous apps list to know when something comes out there that could be disguised as something safe but not really safe. And stop blaming companies for this. They need to do what they can do, and some of them have. They've given us parental restrictions to help protect our kids. But in the end, it falls to me to protect my 4 children from something stupid happening to them because of somebody they meet online having harmful desires for my kids. That's on me. And when it all comes down to the end of it, it's my fault if something happens. So I'm looking at how to protect them. I'm finding ways to keep them safe. I recommend you do the same for your kids. And if you need help, let me know. Becausefamily@gmail.com. I'm here to help you. That's what Family Tech Blog is for. That's what our YouTube channel is for, is to give you all the advice and help you need to keep your kids safe. Let's make these statistics nothing anymore. Let's make them go away. Thank you for watching. I'm Michael Prince, becausefamily.org, familytechblog.com.
Hi, I'd like to thank you for watching our videos. I just wanted to let you know that Because Family is a non-profit organization. All money donated to Because Family goes to help families be internet smart and safe. So if you'd like to donate, you can go to becausefamily.org/partnership and give to help us keep doing that. Thanks a lot.